My business operates out of a 20,000 square foot warehouse in the logistics district. I bought it 15 years ago when the area was nothing but dirt roads and cheap lots. I paid off the commercial mortgage 7 years early. I have the framed letter from the bank hanging in my lobby. It's my pride and joy. Everything was quiet until a new regional manager took over the local branch of the bank. Let's call him Brad. Brad was young, aggressive, and trying to make a name for himself by optimizing the portfolio. He audited old accounts and flagged mine. I got a registered letter on a Tuesday. It stated that due to a calculation error in the amortization schedule from 2008, I still owed $4,200 in principal. Because this debt was outstanding for a decade, they tacked on $145,000 in accrued interest and late fees. The letter demanded immediate payment of $149,200, or they would initiate foreclosure proceedings on my warehouse. I called Brad immediately. I told him I had a letter signed by the previous vice president stating the loan was paid in full. Brad laughed. He actually laughed. He said, "Old paperwork doesn't override the math. The computer says you owe it. Pay it or we take the building." He knew my warehouse was now worth $4 million. He wanted to seize it over a made-up clerical error to pad his quarterly numbers. I didn't argue, I hung up. I didn't call my lawyer yet. I called my forensic accountant, Sarah. I asked her to review the original loan agreement from 2008. She found something Brad missed. Buried in the terms and conditions, Section 14B was a bad faith protection clause. It stated that if the bank falsely claims default on a settled account, the borrower has the right to demand a third-party compliance audit of the specific branch involved. Crucially, I waited until Brad filed the official notice of default with the county. That was the trigger. I walked into his office the next morning, not with a check, but with a court order enforcing Section 14B. I slapped the paid in full letter on his desk next to the audit demand. His face went pale. He tried to stammer that we could work something out. I told him it was too late. He had already filed the legal paperwork claiming I was in default. He triggered the clause. Corporate headquarters got involved within days. They were losing tens of thousands of dollars a day in frozen business because Brad got greedy. They fired Brad before the first week was up. Then their legal team called me. They asked what it would take to drop the audit demand and go away. I told them I wanted the debt wiped, obviously, but I also wanted compensation for the reputational damage of the foreclosure notice. We settled out of court. They issued a formal apology, expunged the record, and paid me $75,000 for my trouble. I used the money to repave the parking lot and threw a party for my staff. Brad is now selling used cars 2 towns over. Never let a bank bully you when you have the receipts.